Okay, Maclain, how does one get from New Zealand to now Tucson, Arizona?
Kind of being in the right place at the right time and just getting in touch with the right people, I guess. I've been lucky enough to have some pretty cool people support me and give me the opportunities to get here.
Yeah, because I know you started baseball pretty late in life. What first inspired you to get into the sport?
I was watching the MLB World Series back in maybe 2019, and I thought, it looks pretty fun. So I went down to the local baseball club and gave it a go and kind of fell in love with it. I wasn't really drawn to pitching, to be honest, but because I was 6'5" and left-handed, everyone around me was kind of like, hey, you should probably be a pitcher. So I just kind of rolled with it.
Worked out, they were onto something there with that. But I also heard you were a water polo prodigy. Can you tell us about that and how you got into that sport? I feel like that's pretty unique.
Obviously living in New Zealand, you know, there's lots of beaches and pools around, so I always loved swimming, and then my mum was a big advocate for making sure I knew how to swim good and swim fast. So there was an opportunity back in elementary school to play water polo, and I gave it a go, and I loved it. So I ended up playing for, I think, almost 11 or 12 years. So played in the age groups, made a New Zealand team, but then baseball came in, and I figured I'd stick to that because I enjoyed that a little more.
Okay, so baseball kind of
baseball kind of took over.
Out.
So
gotcha.
Yeah.
And then you were quickly invited to be a part of the national team for New Zealand in baseball. What was your reaction to getting that opportunity?
Pretty shocked, to be honest. I wasn't really expecting it. You know, as I said, kind of being in the right place at the right time. You know, I got the opportunity, and obviously, you know, when you get an opportunity like that, you take it, you know, open arms, and that's what I did.
And you first came over here, first stop Pima. What was the biggest culture shock moment for you moving to the United States?
You guys have like tax on everything, so like if something's like 25 bucks, normally it's 27.50. Everything in New Zealand just has tax included. But I think the main one is just like driving on the other side of the road. That was weird for a few months. That was so weird.
Did you ever mess up?
I don't drive.
Okay.
I don't trust myself to drive. I don't want to put the American citizens at risk, so.